Hello, Lona here. Quick little video I want to make, quick little announcement. So, this channel has been dormant for a while, and I want to make that change. So for a while I've done music things, and I've come to a point now where music has reached a plateau. It's not really doing anything for me right now. Not that I really expected it to, not in this economy, this day and age, but I don't have that same connection or that traction I used to. But at the same time, I want to go back to my roots. I started off making animations on YouTube when I was a kid, and I stopped doing that once I got into music. The thing is, music was something I've always wanted to explore, and I spent about 15 if not more years finally exploring that in the best way I could. I still couldn't play an instrument, but I mostly made music on computers with real instruments in the best way I could. And it's taken me pretty far. It's taken me to I've had music in multiple games which are available on Steam. I've also had some extremely special collaborations with some really great people. I've been able to perform. I've been able to actually make decent money off of it, but it's nothing that's too promising. But I don't really care about that. I had fun doing what I did. I'm really proud of what I've done, and it's there for people to discover and enjoy if they do. But I also want to start doing things that I can actually enjoy. I've lost my connection with music. It's just not as fun as it used to be. Despite the fact that I do have an album that's in the works, it's not something I'm really concising with right now. But I've been doing a lot of visual art. I used to make these animations when I was a kid using Microsoft Paint on basic Windows Vista and XP. And I would upload those videos. It was just a kid making his own South Park skits, basically. I mean, I made my own characters. I used my own art. I'm using South Park as a comparison, but it was animated similar to South Park. Not much movement, just talking. But I had fun doing what I did, and I did gain a bit of traction. I did gain a bit of viewership. I had like 100, if not 200 views on each video. It's not a lot. Back then it was slightly impressive. I mean, this is before videos would reach millions of views in days, and you can be just anybody. You had to be one of the big names to get like a million views back then. But now just about anyone with a phone can fucking do that. It's not really anything too extravagant anymore. It's not that impressive, which is a shame to say, because if you give me 1 million views, oh boy, I'd value that like nothing else. But what I'm saying is, back then they weren't really popular, but they had enough traction to make me feel like I was giving something special to the world, despite the fact that I was really just a 10-year-old swearing into a Rock Band 2 microphone and over some Microsoft Paint illustrations. But I've got software now, I've got hardware now, I have multiple tablets, I have a subscription to Clip Studio Paint, and I've been putting my drawing skills to practice, and I'm really impressed by what I've been able to do, because once upon a time I wasn't able to do these things. It's easier than ever now to get into it. It's easier than ever to learn how to draw. There are so many tools. I'm not talking about AI, by the way, but there are so many tools to your disposal now that it's a shame that not enough people are investing in it. It's a shame. There's no better time than now to give that a try, to give that a chance. I've explored many things. My music's in multiple games. I've made some extremely special collaborations. I've done some great things with music, and I'm so happy I was able to do those things. But I want to get back into visuals, because that's where I started, man. I remember drawing pictures when I was a kid, and the joy in that. I stopped because 2 reasons. I was often criticized for how I drew, and additionally the animations, I felt embarrassed by them, which I wish I never deleted those videos. I had 30 animations I had that I'd like to look back and reflect on. There is still one flying around on YouTube, which you can find if you are really curious about that, but I feel like it's time I get back into it, and I look forward to where that may be. I'm thinking about mostly making comedy skits, but it's something I've always wanted to do. I made a video back in 2019 about a trip to Vietnam. It wasn't really a trip to Vietnam. My friends had tricked me into going to a church event. And the humor in that video is a bit outdated, but the video was rushed because that was actually a college project. It was a college project, and I decided to use this idea I've had for a while for that project, and I uploaded it to YouTube. It has 200 views. Nothing crazy, right? But my point is, I want to make more skits like that. Things like that. Things that describe my life, my ideas, and my bizarre choice of comedy. And I hope it goes well. I'm not really expecting anything crazy, but I just want to put this video out there to give a brief description of what this channel will become and what I hope to see, and what I hope you guys enjoy. You guys being whoever stumbles upon this video. I'm pretty much just talking to myself here, but it feels good knowing that I'm actually doing something about these ideas in my head instead of just letting them sit on the back burner. So yeah, I look forward to doing this, and thank you for tuning in if you tuned in. Adios.